After creating or making changes in a course or in some lessons, a process that may be important is the revision. Any user of the authoring tool can review a course provided that the user has the appropriate permissions of the course in question. If an external person is going to review a course, a user reviewer of the course is usually created. This can be done from the Users section of the main page of the authoring tool. Remember that when creating a user, you can assign their role. The role of editor can see or modify their courses or the courses that has been shared with them, while the role of reviewer allows them to review the courses that may have been shared with them. Therefore, in the case of an external reviewer, you should create a new user with the role reviewer. Next, we would access the Properties tab of the course that should be reviewed, and we would add the reviewer user to the User's Permission section. After adding the user, we must assign the appropriate permissions. In this case, we must activate the review permissions so the user can review the course and enter notes in it. From this point of view of this reviewer, when accessing the authoring tool, he will be able to access the courses that was given permission. The environment is similar to what we have seen so far, with the difference that this reviewer cannot edit lessons, add or modify exercises or items, change text, images or audios, etc. The most common way to review the course, lesson, or exercise is to run it in the student's environment and check that everything is fine, that the images and audios are correct and executed properly, review the text and the answers that the user gives, etc. You can start the lesson by pressing the play button, or directly access a specific exercise and start it.
Where is the main train station?
Can you tell me where the station is? What colour hair does she have? Do you remember what colour hair she has? What time does the train arrive?
When the reviewer sees some part of the course that they consider they have to change, improve, or want to comment, they will do it from the Review Authoring Tool option from the Home button of the course environment. They can enter a title for the revision note, the description or main text, and the type of note, error, note, or comment, depending on what they want to notate. In the list of exercises of a lesson, different icons can be shown if a certain exercise has an error, if there's a note, or if there's a comment. In summary, this would be the job of the reviewer. Start the course and go writing down the errors and other aspects that should be changed or checked. Let's now turn to the point of view of an editor or the administrator of a course. After accessing the appropriate course, we would access the Review tab, where all the annotations made by the reviewers appear, errors, notes, and comments. If we click on an annotation, the exercise in which the annotation is included will open in a new browser tab. That way we can review the reason for it and make the appropriate changes if necessary. The annotations that have been made in this exercise appear in the Properties tab. From there we could add annotations, errors, notes, and comments using the link Add, although it is usually more normal to do it from within the course when reviewing its appearance in the student environment. Once we have checked the annotation made and if necessary modify the exercise from the edit link of the annotation, we can write a response to said annotation. This could be useful to the editor or the administrator of the course to introduce a comment that was presented by the reviewer, indicate their reasons for what has or has not been done in the modification, etc. This option to include a response is optional, although it may be useful to follow up on the revision made and changes made from it. In addition, it is convenient to change the type of annotation. Initially, the reviewer can introduce errors, notes, or comments. Once reviewed and the appropriate changes have been made, it is normal to close them. That way, in the Revision tab of the course, the closed annotation will no longer be shown. Initially, the open annotations are shown so that once they are closed, they disappear. The idea to visualize here is that the annotations are pending verification. If you want to see all the annotations, whether they are closed or not, you can use the link Display All. This option allows you to select the annotations you want to see: notes, closed notes, comments, closed comments, errors, errors in progress, and/or closed errors.